Hi, my name's Beth Blacklock. I'm from DMP Durham Sharks and you are watching the Women's Rugby Show.
Hello and welcome back to the Women's Rugby Show. I'm Sam Bythewood and today I'm here with episode 7 of our season review series where we speak to someone from every Premier 15s to see what they thought about their season on a personal point of view and from a team point of view. Today it's the turn of Loughborough Lightning centre Emma Hardy as she reviews Lightning's season in the Premier 15s where they've reached the Premier 15s playoffs and the semi-finals. If you haven't seen the rest of our videos, make sure you click here to watch the playlist. But before we get into this video, make sure you like this video on YouTube, subscribe to us on YouTube as well as we get very near 1,000 subscribers, and also check us out across all social media as well. Done all that? Let's get into the video. Emma, first of all, thanks a lot for joining us today and chatting about Loughborough's season. First of all, how are you? How have you been since the season's finished?
Yeah, good. Having a bit of a rest, so it's good to have a bit of time away, a bit of chill time. But yeah, been good.
Yeah, obviously, decent season for Loughborough, finishing in the top 4, getting into those semi-finals. How did you feel the season went from a team point of view, but also from a personal point of view as well?
I think from a team point of view, it was good overall. I think we had obviously like ups and downs throughout, which you do in any season, but I think we really peaked towards the end. It's just a shame we couldn't get that win over Sarries to get us through to the final, but I think that was a really strong performance for us, so that was it's really promising for next season. I think from an individual point of view, this season was pretty good for me overall. I think physically I'm in better shape than I have been over past seasons, and I was a bit more confident on the ball. So I think that's probably made it a good season for me.
And what would be, if you had to pick a game of this season where you feel like it's your favourite game, maybe the best game, what game would you pick?
I think it'd have to be that Sarries semi-final, last game, just because I think as a team, we really had that kind of belief there that we were going to get the win, and even though we didn't, I think we put in a really strong performance and managed to move the ball about and really challenge Sarries, like a strong Sarries side. So I think that was really positive.
And what about a maybe individual moment of the season where you feel like the season may have peaked a little bit?
Oh, I don't know about individual moment, but I think team related moment of the season has to be that Quins away win. That was really good because it was obviously a tight game again against strong Quins side. But to get that win away was just amazing, and there's no individual, nothing individual special really happened. It was a proper team performance, stick to the game plan, and yeah, it was really good to get that win.
And what about the toughest game of the year? Obviously, the league's been so competitive, but what would you pick as one of the toughest?
It's tough. It's between Exeter away, which was a tough game. Just got the loss, but we weren't far off, and obviously after traveling down to Exeter is pretty tough. But I'd say probably the toughest game overall was Wasps at home. I think nothing clicked for us that day. Nothing really went our way, and I think we switched off a bit as a team, and Wasps with their strengths just literally pounced on us and managed to use their strengths to put a lot of points on us, and that probably wasn't one of our best performances, but we learned a lot from it.
And what about a toughest individual opponent, someone you faced this season?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, this is a tough one as well. I think I'm going to go with the Wasps trend, and this isn't necessarily positionally, but I think Abby Dow, just every time you're up against her, she's so quick and she's so powerful that every time she gets the ball, you are knocked back a bit, and you're like, oh, what's she going to do? It's kind of unpredictable. So I think there's always that in the back of your mind whenever she gets the ball.
Looking at it from a Loughborough perspective, who would be your Loughborough player of the season if you had to pick one?
Oh, that's a really tough one. I think to be honest, our Canadians have been really strong throughout the season. So there's been Abby Dogood, who's been really strong in the second row, and then Courtney Holtkamp, when she was here before Christmas, she put in a right shift for us. But I think overall on the Canadian theme, it'd have to be Dalika Menin, because she's literally just so consistently outstanding, and she makes a line break about every game. So I think I'd have to pick her for all performances this season.
And if you had to pick someone as maybe a player to watch for next year, maybe someone who's not got as much game time, a younger player, who do you reckon that would be?
I reckon Georgina Tasker's definitely one. She's got a bit of game time towards the back end of the season, but not as much as she probably deserves. And she's just, as a player, she's really coming on, and she's just an outstanding run threat and a good ball player as well. I think she'll really shine this next season. Another one I reckon is Jess Weaver at 9. She's got this energy about her, and it's she's just so fiery in defence, and yeah, I reckon she'll be one to watch for this next season as well.
Looking ahead to next year, what kind of are your aspirations from a Loughborough Lightning point of view, but also again from a personal point of view?
I think team-wise, I'd say top 4, if not further. Hopefully getting to the final this year. And I think aspirations for myself is just get that starting shirt for as many games as I possibly can, and just keep training hard.
And obviously the league's been so competitive this year, anyone can seem to beat anyone. How important do you think that is for the growth of the game, to grow it to those next levels?
Yeah, it's massive. Obviously, with it being so competitive, and the game, the quality of the games being really good, it just it'll bring in supporters, and it'll bring in that kind of media around it, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger as it goes on. We saw from when the crowds were allowed back at Sarries, there was loads of people there and they were loving it. So that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah. And you mentioned the media. How important is the game being live streamed, most of them, the final on BT? How important do you think that is as well?
Yeah, it's massive. The more games live streamed we can get, the better, because as I say, the quality of the rugby is there, and if it's available, people will want to watch it. So it's just making that available more often, or as much as we possibly can, to get more supporters and more fans.
And finally, before I let you go, what would be your 3-word season review for this season?
Oh, that is so tough. From a Loughborough point of view,
both. You can do both if you want.
Oh, I'll just do a team one. I'd say that's really tough. Energetic, enjoyable. I know what I want to say for the third one, but I like close. I'd say close, as in we were this far off getting to the final, but couldn't quite pull through. But there's always next year, isn't there?
There is. Emma, thanks a lot for chatting to me today. Hope you enjoy the rest of your summer before pre-season starts, and good luck for next season as well.
Cheers, thank you.
Hi, my name is Sophie Diggity from the Saracens Women, and you've been watching the Women's Rugby Show.